Hello, it's me, a freezing cold Gingerman, and today I'm back close to the Ochils, but not quite in the foothills. No, I'm just a little bit north or south, either or, it doesn't matter. I'm in Tullibody today, and when I left this morning it was blue skies and I thought, oh, today looks amazing. And although it's blue skies, it is absolutely freezing here. My hands are cold, but we will prevail on because Tullibody looks like it's got lots to see, and I'm excited to learn about this place. It's been on my radar for a while, so let's stop chatting and let's get into it. Tullibody, show me what you got. Peace.
I'll turn on the camera, test my microphone, I'm firing up the podcast, sound waves coming to your home. Gingerman with a can is here to make your day. Gingerman with a can would like to hear you say today.
Robert Dick, baker, botanist, geologist.
You heard of Robert Dick?
I'm just learning about Robert Dick.
Really?
I've met this lady, what's your name?
Margaret Mercer.
Margaret Mercer, and I was looking at this Robert Dick stone statue thing, and she's just has some information on it. That'd be great if you just...
Well, where the post office is in Tullibody just now was a baker's shop, and it belonged to a man called Mr. Aikman. And Robert Dick lived in a house just about here where the flower shop is, and he was apprenticed to Mr. Aikman, the baker, in Tullibody. His father was an exciseman down at the distillery at campus, and when his time was up as an apprentice, he had to go through the hills, and he went as far as Bridge of Allen with bread. And when his apprenticeship was up, Mr. Aikman's son was due to start working, so Robert Dick was to be paid off. But Robert's father, as an exciseman, was transferred to Thurso, and there wasn't a baker's shop in Thurso. So he'd said to Robert, if you like, I'll help you to start your own baker shop in Thurso. And Mr. Aikman gave him the recipe for certain biscuits he had to take with him. So he started a shop, but because he had been interested in all these stones and things, he really went, when he went to Thurso, he went along the beach and up into the hills, and he collected stones and ferns and different things, and it was him that found Primula scotica, a small primula.
Right.
And he started his baker shop. He travelled for miles. He never ever got married. Mr. Aikman's tombstone is along in the old cemetery in Tullibody, if you're interested in that.
Aye, I will be going to check that. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
He was born in 1811 and he died in 1866, but he was crippled with rheumatics, and he helped now Hugh somebody up at Cromarty, I can't remember what Hugh's name was, but they came to his baker shop from all over the world, and the chap who was in charge of the Geological Society came to see him, and he laid it all out in flower, what the hills were like all round about Thurso.
Oh, amazing.
And if you're ever up that way, if you're coming back from Wick into Thurso, if you go into the old cemetery, there's a huge obelisk, and it's in memory of Robert Dick, and it's born Tullibody, died Thurso.
Amazing. That's brilliant. There we go. What a start to the day. I met that lovely lady who told me everything. She told me this is the coronation tree. And look, there it is there. This tree was planted by Mrs. Robert Knox, Woodside Cambus, to commemorate the coronation of King Edward VII, 9th of August 1902. Whilst I was talking, another gentleman came over who was interested in digital media. He's at Stirling Uni doing it, so we were chatting to him as well. And they were both just giving me all the history of the place. It was fantastic. Now, interesting thing, you'll notice, right, everything looks really black. The tree looks black, the buildings have got black on them, look. Apart from these beautifully painted pink and white houses. Now, they were telling me it's coming from the whiskey distillery, and there's a class action lawsuit going on because it's turning everything black. People are having to repaint their houses and such things. So, aye, this is the most friendliest start to any episode I've been in. I've never felt more welcome anywhere than what I've just got from Tullibody. So, aye, pat yourself on the back, people of Tullibody. Look at this, we're met with a lovely pond. A lovely pond with stunning views of the Ochils. Although we've not got a sort of glen walk in Tullibody because we're not quite attached to the Ochils in the same way Alva and Menstrie and Tillicoultry are. But we've got this pond. This is the Delft pond, and look, they've got an absolutely stunning board. It's just... The Delft pond was originally a natural spring that was deepened in 1916 to cool the machinery used by the tannery. When it froze over in the winter, it was used for skating and curling. Today the Delft, which means to dig, is a thriving area of natural beauty, bordered by a woodland area to the south side, and includes a wildlife habitat and children's park. I always find it fascinating how these ponds back in the past used to freeze over. I mean, I think in my lifetime I've only really seen a deep freeze once in 2010. We all remember the winter of 2010, don't we? Hey buddy, how's it going? Look at this, Woodland walk. Gotta go this way. This is nice. This is what you want. It is absolutely freezing, but as long as you're wrapped up warm, you don't mind because it's so crisp and fresh and clear. Everything looks so nice. Tullibody. Tullibody is a town set in central lowlands of Scotland that lies north of the River Forth, near to the foot of the Ochil Hills within the Forth Valley. The town is 1.8 miles southwest of Alva, if you wanted to know. Blah blah blah. The town is part of the Clackmannanshire council area. Look about ye. Another note, population is 8.5 thousand, which is way more than I was expecting. I thought Tullibody was quite small. So in comparison, that's 5,500 more people here than there is in Winchborough. But Winchborough will probably catch up soon enough because it is expanding quick. Right, I think I'm going to exit the woods and head back into the town itself. I don't think we've got a shortage of woodland walks around this area of the country. Let's see where this takes us out. It takes us out into something interesting. It's expected to come out into the middle of someone's street. Some nice houses around here. Right, this is Robert Kinmond Avenue, so if you're a delivery driver for the local Chinese and you're ever trying to look for Robert Kinmond Avenue, here it is. Right, we'll go this way. So there's a big field over here. It would appear the big field that I said, oh look, there's a big field, it's a golf course. We'll go and see what the golf course is called. It says there's a path here. Where's the path taking us? Along the golf course? In the golf course? I don't know. You enter this golf course at your own risk. Beware of flying golf balls. I like that. So you can come in and walk because there's a path. Path to Alloa. This is the path to Alloa, but you come in at your own risk. And as you can see, it's actually quite busy. There's people playing. So be still when close to a player about to play. Keep your dog on a short lead. Yeah, usual rules. The Land Reform Scotland Act 2003 gives a right of responsible access to most land and inland water in Scotland. Yes, that's one for the people. There are remains of human activity in the Tullibody area from the Mesolithic times. On Braehead Golf Course, the greenkeepers found a midden containing shell remains of mussels, scallops and cockles dating back to 4000 BC, known as the Braehead shell midden. It is one of the few found on the north side of the Forth. The Hearthstone, now part of Tullibody War Memorial, is said to have formed part of a circle of standing stones. So, extremely historical area, but we knew that coming here. Anywhere in this vicinity of the Ochils Hills seems to have a rich history, and you can see why people would settle here, because it's a beautiful part, a beautiful, fertile, stunning part of land with fresh water running straight from the mountains. This looks very similar to the public park at Menstrie. Maybe it's the building that looks similar. Let's go and check it out. Welcome to Tullibody, where everybody knows your name. Dun, 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 dun. Friendliest place in Clackmannanshire. It's Tullibody. I like this little tunnel to the buildings. This is a nice big path with trees on one side and a field on the other. Just a simple observation, but it just feels nice to walk down. Is this the entrance to another Woodland walk? War Memorial Gardens. Our pal at the start of the episode was telling us about this. Oh, if ever I've seen a fancy entrance, this is the fanciest. Look at the detail. This is cool. I like this a lot. Their name liveth forever. This is huge respect from the people of Tullibody. I mean, some places have little statues, some places have little gardens, but in Tullibody they have an entire Woodland Walk War Memorial, from what I can see here, with squirrels included. Only downside is it's lunchtime at the school next door, so it's very noisy with the sound of screaming children. But hey, it's their peace break, so I can't complain. The pilgrimage stone. What incredible War Memorial Garden this is. I might sit here and have my beef hula hoops. Yeah, wow. This is something else. This is really cool. Some of them are really, you know, intricate statues like in Winchborough with the wee boy, and others are just grand, almost monolithic. Big shout out to Sue Oliver and Shirley Stifler, who are legends. They tipped me some coffee money this week, so thank you very much. I've just bought my I've just bought my beef hula hoops and some juice and a cake, and I'll get a coffee once I find a nice place to get a coffee, because it's cold today and I want a coffee. But aye, thank you guys, huge appreciation. And also a shout out to my level 2 patron legends. Your name's coming down there. Or is it this way? It's coming down there anyway. Enjoy. Thank you. Thank you. We have a new patron this week. Legend. So if you want to join, just click the link at the bottom, come and join. Every week I'm putting out extra behind the scenes footage from each episode. Just extra stuff. Get that at the weekend. Anyway, let's carry on with Tullibody. Thanks guys. Right, what way? I'll go this way, see what it takes me to. I see another tree line down here. I think there might be another woodland walk spinning me this side of Tullibody. I'm going to find somewhere nice and get the drone up, because once I get the sky shots I find it a lot easier to walk around. I know kind of what I'm looking for after that. Not only does it give great content, the drone, it also really helps me. Actually, I think I've just walked to the boundary of Tullibody here. Welcome to Tullibody. Right, that says Cambus Wood, which is on the boundary of Tullibody, which counts as still being in Tullibody. So let's have a wee wander through the Cambus Wood. Ultimately, see if we can find a spot for the drone, because the sun is glistening on the Ochils. Look at that giant wet log. Now for those of you who don't live in Scotland, we have had a lot of rain in the last week, like flooding rain, so everything is soggy damp still, but we had a nice chilled out weekend, so that's good. So we're not so flooded, but we're very soggy damp. This is an interesting little woodland walk. It's so close to the road. I've driven along that road as I recognise the building on the other side on my way to Stirling. I'm sure that's the way the bus goes. Interesting. And now here I am, years later, walking in the woodland that I would have sat on the bus and seen. We're back on Wikipedia. Listen to this. In 1745, Stirling's secession preacher Ebenezer Erskine left Stirling, which was under the control of the Jacobite army, and preached to his people in the wood at Tullibody. Is this where he preached? In this wood? Is this the Ebenezer Erskine preaching wood? Let me know in the comments if you know any more. Right, what we got? Are we at the end of this woodland section? I like these little woodland walks. Oh, we can keep going up that way, or we can come out here. What's the best option? We want to get the drone up soon, before it gets too minging and dark. Right, where do I go? It's got to be this way. Oh wait a minute, I think this is taking us out of the woods and into a housing estate. Ah, what a scam. We'll go this way, looks like we can. Oh, there's another wee makeshift bridge there. That looks a bit sketchy. I just want to keep going. I can smell bonfire and it smells amazing. What's this? A bit of rolled up carpet. What a find. Right, you can come to this bit of the woods and find rolled up carpet. Where's the bonfire smell coming from? This is definitely the end of the path. Right, I'm back at the bridge. Now, without being specific and pointing to houses, you can see the distillery has affected the buildings. Even more so here than at the other side. Whiskey stained houses in Tullibody. If you want some confirmation, right, these are meant to be grey. This is whiskey stained. This is a whiskey stained Royal Mail deposit box. That's a whiskey stained school sign if ever I've seen one. Right, where are we now? Oh, it's a really nice day, just cold. Which way, guys? Left or right? I don't know why I'm asking, only I can decide. The one thing I've noticed about Tullibody is it's got a strange layout. I can't quite make sense of it. That's maybe because I'm just wandering about aimlessly, not with much of a plan or following any route or anything. I don't know, a lot of houses too. A lot of whiskey stained houses. This is nice, isn't it? Nice wee bit for all the shops. Chinese takeaway, the Tron Cafe, Goodfellas, there's a pizza. Oh, this is lovely. Nice wee bit. Some benches, some modern art. Welcome to the Tron Court shopping precinct. So when I first seen that red sign, I thought it was a Baines, but it's not a Baines, it's a Bookies. There's a lot of streets in Tullibody. Ochils Street, there's always an Ochils Street or an Ochil view in these areas, always. I think the lady at the start was telling me there used to be a lot more houses here, and you can always tell the amount of industry that's happened in this area. Is no surprise that it would have been and has been densely populated, because it appears to be these areas feel quite rural at times, but they're very densely populated, and it comes from the amount of industry and work that was around in these areas. Now you might notice in the background there a tower on a hill, also known as Wallace's Monument, and it's becoming more prevalent on the horizon as I get closer and closer to Stirling. And yes, at one point we will be visiting the Wallace's Monument and Stirling. I'm excited to do an episode on Stirling because there's a place with some absolute insane history. Well, there's a modern looking parish church. I'm still walking along this road. It's actually quite a long bit of road. I've walked so far along this road I feel like I'm actually in Menstrie now. Oh look, there's the Tullibody sign. So I have walked to the edge again. Welcome to Tullibody. Well, someone's decided to graffiti it, but you know. It's the Redlands place. Perfect for a Gingerman. Oh look, there's a mattress in the woods. Someone just been chilling here. Nice, we've got a Spider-Man toilet tent. We've got, I mean, it's a good sized mattress, so you can get at least 3 people on that. And you could turn this into a kitchen area. Yeah, not bad. Good location in the Redlands, and you can see the Ochils from your front window. Just still walking through the Redlands, mesmerised by the hills in the background. And you can see why Mr. Dick studied rocks and geology, because this is what he grew up looking at. Just reading here more about Tullibody. Tullibody is a former mining town, as many villages and towns are, although neither that industry nor any other major employees have a presence in the town, with many of the residents now commuting to Stirling and Alloa for work. Not so whiskey stained houses in this street. They all look like they've got new face-ins. Side note, I'm still looking for somewhere to fly the drone from. It looks like we're coming back out on a main road. Oh, this is cool, here we go. History unlocked. That looks like an ancient church. Just what we wanted. And it's another St. Serph's church. St. Serph really got about. He's got a lot of churches named after him. This is cool. This is really cool. It's absolutely loaded with old gravestones like this one here. This is an odd one, it's a long boy. I don't want one of those upright graves, I want a long one. Long! Maybe he was a large man. Oh, can we get in here? No, we can't get in this bit. I'm going to stick my camera in. Tell me if there's a ghost. Is there a ghost? Spooky ghosts, make yourself present on the video. No spooky ghosts today. Some ancient graves here. This is real old here. Alexander Wingate, bookseller and postmaster, Alloa. Nice. Was it back in the day your profession was everything? You buried with your profession. Nice, what a location. Death, time, Tullibody Cemetery. I wonder if this takes us into the more modern part. It does. You can always tell. The graves are a lot newer and they've got the shiny gold lettering that you don't get with the ancient graves. That bench looks like a drone flying bench. Well, that was another fun, successful drone flight. Really got good views of the Ochils, and you just get an idea and size, the idea and size of Tullibody, and you and you can see how close we're getting to the Wallace's monument as well. Anyway, let's conclude this episode. Is this another woodland walk? So just a wee tidbit and more history here. Tullibody Old Kirk is depicted in George Harvey's famous work of 1848, Quitting the Manse. Famous, I've not heard of it. The work is rarely on display due to bad bitumen damage, I don't know what that means, caused by Harvey's experiments with varnish. The subsequent painting is a minister and his wife leaving their home in a national event known as the Disruption, where around a third of the ministers quit the Church of Scotland, protesting that the congregations must be able to choose their own minister. This was often done at considerable personal sacrifice, as they left their salaries, their homes, sometimes their congregations, to set up the Free Church in May 1843. There was a Free Church in Tullibody in the 19th century. Harvey is known to have done many studies for his paintings, and Tullibody Church is owned by Sterling Smith Art Gallery and Museum. And there you go, that's the church I just visited prior to shooting the drone up in the sky. There's a put bag in a tree. What's the directions? What's the way to go? This way? Let's keep going up high. See where it takes us. I'm gassing a little bit here. This has been quite a treacherous, hilly, muddy little bit of walking here. And thus, I'm breathing heavily. I lost a lot of fitness in the summer when I injured my Achilles. I'm back playing 5-a-side, so hopefully I'll get fit over the winter. Just in time to get injured again in the summer. The thing is with Tullibody, if you just keep walking, you will walk into woods. Just walk in any direction, you will end up in the woods. This is my favourite woodland so far in Tullibody. It's the most remote feeling one, even though you can see houses all there on the right. I feel like it just is a little bit deeper and dense than the other ones. I wonder if Robert Dick ever walked these woods. Well, we're out the woods for now. I've got to find the car. I don't know where it is in location to where we are right now, but I'm sure we'll find it soon enough. We're at that time of year where it gets dark at 4 o'clock and we're almost at 3 o'clock, so, you know, we're getting the last parts of the light. There's like pumpkins in the woods. Is that the new trend? You dump your pumpkin in the woods once you're done with it. Just a wee pile of rubbish. Right, coming out on a main road. We're back on the main road of Alloa. And I'm walking as slow as I can. Look at that, and the setting sun creates a new effect on the hills. I'd love to come for the sunset and the sunrise in these Ochils. Right, we're back at the Delft pond, and what a beautiful scene to end the episode. And what an amazing day I've had here today. From an incredible introduction, meeting that beautiful old lady who was so kind, so helpful, and full of so much knowledge, to meeting the other guy. Big shout out to you too, because we had a great conversation for at least 20 minutes. It was a great start to the day, and just really set me on my way. Tullibody, loads of history, loads of woodland walks, set in an ideal location. If you haven't been here for a walk around, I say you come, check it out. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's a lot bigger than you'd expect. Peace.